Hi everyone, so I'm doing an empties. It's been a while. Stuff has been accumulating. I'm gonna try to not talk forever about each thing. Yes to Carrots Nourishing Fragrance Free Daily Cream Facial Cleanser. I found this through Paula's Choice Beautypedia. They really liked it, but you cannot get it in your eyes. Oh, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. My Garnier Micellar Foaming Gel Cleanser. It stings a little if you get it in your eyes. This is like straight up something bad is happening if it gets in your eyes, and it says to avoid your eyes. So I ended up using that like as body wash just to finish it because I could not use it on my face unless I was using it for like a second cleanse, and it's just not all about that. St. Ives Nourished and Smooth Oatmeal Scrub and Mask. I use this on my legs for exfoliation. A lot of like body scrubs leave an oily film, and I like that this does not. I wouldn't use it on my face, but I did like it for exfoliating my legs because I don't shave my legs regularly. So sometimes they can get a little bumpy, and exfoliating them regularly seems to help with that. So it's just a light exfoliation, just a little something. Oh my God, some of this stuff is so old. Shea Moisture Superfruit Complex 10-in-1 Renewal System Shampoo. This came in a Target beauty box many years ago. This came with me from Minnesota. I used it and really liked it because it was so hydrating, conditioning. I didn't need to use conditioner. It didn't seem to irritate my scalp when my scalp's super sensitive, finicky. But it doesn't seem to be sold in stores anymore. I think they had it on like the Shea Moisture website. It is Shea Moisture, yeah. But it didn't seem like anywhere sold it in stores, so I have not repurchased it. But if Target started selling it again, I definitely would buy it because it was light enough that it didn't leave my hair greasy. I have a different variety, though. It's the one for like... It's one that doesn't really apply to my hair, but I thought maybe it was not going to be super heavy. It's a little too heavy. My hair does definitely get oily the next day, just after one day. Detox Dry Shampoo. This is my Dry Bar Detox Dry Shampoo. This is my favorite dry shampoo. I find it is the most effective. It's very expensive, and the fragrance is very strong, so that is a downside, but it works really well. It does have a white cast, and for me it's workable, but I know for a lot of people it's not workable, and I wish they had a fragrance-free version of this because I would definitely be on that, because sometimes I just cannot deal with fragrance, and almost all dry shampoo has a fragrance to it. I do have the Not Your Mother's dry shampoo in the unscented fragrance-free version, which is great, but it does not work very well for me, so I wish I could find one that works better for me that also did not have a scent. Chlorine dry shampoo with oat milk gentle formula. This one is kind of, I got one of those Sephora sets of dry shampoos. I've probably the third one I've gotten. It's a good value, especially when you can get it during one of the sales. This one works okay with me. As I recall, it's one of the more less overpowering scents, which I like. Yeah, it's okay. It's kind of got a shampoo-ish smell to it that isn't super strong. But that's another one that works okay, but not really that well. I finally finished this. It's the Clinique. Oh, the dust. Oof. Ooh, the stuff has been sitting around a long time. Clinique Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly. I enjoyed this. I bought this because it was similar to the Paula's Choice Hyaluronic Acid Booster, but much less expensive because you get so much more. This is like 4 ounces, I think. Yeah, 4.2 fluid ounces. And the Paula's Choice thing is like half an ounce. They're not exactly the same or anything, but it's kind of similar. It was like a shot of hyaluronic acid plus some other stuff. And like for me, I have combo skin, and my oily, acne prone area, and the dry to very dry, sometimes, no, it's never bordering on normal. It's dry. Like in the summer, sometimes I can't deal with as much moisture, so I could add that to my heavier moisturizer and it would like cut it down a little so it didn't cause acne in my acne prone areas. And it was good for mixing with other things, or I could mix like the boosters into that. It was just a really nice texture, very enjoyable to use, and I liked it a lot, but I don't know that I would buy it again. I don't know. When it comes to just like kind of general moisturizers, I've got a few options that I like, including like the CeraVe PM, which I've used a ton and I continue to use and I'm using right now. And that one can fill kind of a similar slot, but it's like a little bit more moisturizing, I think. Garnier Skin Active Micellar Foaming Cleanser. I have bought so many of these. It's my favorite face wash, and it removes makeup really, really well. I make up everything, and it does not leave my face feeling dry, unlike everything else on the planet. You don't have to have a dry face situation like you do with an oil. So I wash my face in the shower, and my hands can be wet, my face can be wet. The downside is that it takes 3 to 4 pumps of this. Sometimes what I do is 2 pumps, wash my face once, 2 more pumps, wash it again, 3 pumps to wash my face if I've got like a long wearing foundation on, and then another pump to wash it again. So I do oftentimes use it twice, so I use a lot and I go through it really fast, but it is, you know, it's drugstore. It's so nice that I just continue to buy it again and again and again. You can always get it on sale. You can use coupons, all that. So I don't feel bad about that. This is, I believe, my second full-size tube and third tube overall. I did buy the smaller one before of the Differin Gel. And so that's the Adapalene Gel 0.1% acne treatment. And this changed my skincare routine a lot, and I can't do a lot of different things because I use this, because it's such a powerful retinoid. I can't do very much for like acid exfoliation, but it has helped my acne so much. If I'm getting those really big, painful kind of cystic acne bumps coming through, they will go away in a couple days versus a couple weeks before I was using this. It's also really improved the texture of my pores, like on my nose and around this area, which was, I think as I got older, those got more and more pronounced and it was harder to wear makeup on those areas. And that has really actually visibly helped. Nothing I've used before ever helped with that. And so that was pretty exciting to have that make such a big difference. The downside is it's hard to use. I have to be so careful not to get it on the areas with dermatitis, and be careful even after I put it on and let it, you know, sink in and kind of dry, to not rub anything from here up into the areas I have dermatitis, you know? So I have to like pat everything on so I'm not smearing it into the areas and making those areas really flaky and irritated. It's kind of a process, but because it's had such a significant positive impact on 2 things, I am willing to work with it. I have another tube in my drawer. It's really, really, really good stuff, and it's about $30 a tube, and that tube does last me quite some time, quite a few months, and I use it every day at night. Sol de Janeiro, the Bum Bum or Boom Boom cream. I did for a while use this at night on my legs only, just so that I could get the fragrance. It's the fragrance that I like, and it's okay, I guess, at moisturizing. I didn't feel like it really did a huge amount. It was the same to me as using just about any kind of regular moisturizer. It was just the scent. I enjoyed the scent. Bumble and Bumble, I don't think I mentioned this in my last empties, but I'm not sure. The Preta Powder Dry Shampoo. I do also have the powder, which I don't know if I'll ever finish that thing. I've had it for years. It has the same scent as the powder does, the actual powder versus, you know, the spray. This did not work that great for me. The powder works okay for me. I think this didn't work quite as well. The powder, I do know that if you use too much, it can make your hair pretty sticky, and that was part of the reason, plus the scent. I don't love the powder. I wouldn't even, if I could get that free, I wouldn't be interested because it just really didn't work all that well for me. So that was a pass. I would definitely buy this again. I think this might be the second tube of this I've used, this Paula's Choice Skin Recovery Replenishing Moisturizer. This is a really nice moisturizer that's like one step up from the CeraVe PM. So this is something I would focus more on my dry areas. And during the winter, I might cut it just a tiny bit with the jelly just to use it everywhere. Because it's a little too heavy for me even in the winter to use on my more oily areas. But it's a really nice moisturizer. I think price-wise it's a little bit more on, since it doesn't have a ton of like really fancy ingredients in it, it's a little bit more reasonably priced. I mean, all of Paula's Choice stuff is reasonably priced, but that one's a little bit lower, I think, because it doesn't have a ton of super fancy stuff, but it also is 2 ounces, so it's a good one. I would definitely buy it again. I've been struggling a little actually to try to figure out how to deal with my drier areas to get them enough moisture, and I've been using oils, and it's kind of, I kind of just want to go back to that stuff. Paula's Choice Skin Recovery Super Antioxidant Concentrate Serum. This is normal, dry, very dry with retinol. This is, I love the texture of this. It's like this kind of, it feels like an oil gel type thing. I don't know how to describe it. It's like an oil texture, but it's thicker, and it is so pleasing to put on. I really love this stuff. This was, I'm sure, a free like deluxe sample. And I have bought that full size, but using that, it's more of a winter thing for me just because it is a pretty rich texture, but it is lovely. I love using that stuff. I don't think the retinol is strong enough to really be like, if you're looking for really impactful results, it's not gonna be enough to give that to you. But if you are looking for something you don't mind to have, it has retinol in it, that also has a lot of antioxidants and is pretty moisturizing for a serum, I think that one's great. Paula's Choice Clear Benzoyl Peroxide 2.5%. This is what previously I would use as a spot treatment before I started using Differin. This one's quite old and I don't use the benzoyl peroxide anymore. It's very nice though. It did not irritate my skin like the Clean and Clear 10% benzoyl peroxide. You can also get a 5% from Paula's Choice, but I found the 2.5% would really help me with those like cystic acne bumps. That were just like festering and would take forever to go away. That improved them going away a lot faster, but the Differin, using it daily, works even better. So there's that. Last couple things. Jack Black Lip Balm SPF 25. This is the mint one. This one I ended up using overnight because I had run out of lip balms to use, and it's really nice. The mint, I think, though, does kind of irritate my lips, so it's not something I would buy again, but I would definitely buy another Jack Black lip balm for the day. I wish they had them with not SPF, because I would be happy to use that formula without the SPF at night because it does cling to your lips really nicely, and I obviously don't need the SPF in the middle of the night, but not the mint. Paula's Choice Clinical Ceramide Enriched Firming Eye Cream. This has retinol in it, I think. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it does. If it doesn't, I'm not sure. This is pretty strong stuff. I found my skin definitely was a lot more sensitive on my eye area when I was using this. I don't know that I really noticed a difference. I think the ingredients in it are supposed to kind of make that skin a little bit thicker, which can like reduce the appearance of dark circles. I think it has vitamin C. I know vitamin C can do that for the under eye area just by making the skin a little bit thicker. So it almost seems to help your dark circles that otherwise can't really be helped. I didn't really notice any difference. Skin balancing, Paula's Choice Skin Balancing Super Antioxidant Concentrate Serum, normal oily combination with retinol. I don't even know. I don't remember using this. So obviously was not noteworthy enough to buy again. Paula's Choice Lip and Body Treatment Balm. This is the second container of these I have used. It is all gone. I got every last little bit of this one. The packaging on this is not great. I find that it doesn't really close consistently well. I wish they would change the packaging, but the balm is fine. I don't know that I would buy it again. If I could get it like a deal, I would probably get it and use it for sure, because it does last quite a long time. You get, let's see, half an ounce in here, so I would use that at night on my lips, and it works as well as the other like kind of thicker balms that cling well to my lips. But it wasn't any sort of miracle type thing, so I don't know. I liked it, but again, don't love the packaging, don't love having, it's a really thick, hard balm, so you really have to, especially as it gets older, you kind of have to like mash together some of the chunks and try to get some out. It's not the most fun to put on your face. La Roche-Posay, this is my last one, Hydrating Gentle Cleanser. This doesn't take off makeup, as I recall, and it just does not seem to be a very good cleanser for my face. You know, basically I could only use it as a second step, or I'm not wearing makeup at all, like zero makeup that day, then I could use this. But since a lot of days, most days I do get makeup on my face at some point, this just was not a good cleanser for me. I got it in a Target beauty box. So that's it. That's all my empties. Hopefully this didn't, oh yeah, like 20 minutes. Considering the number of stuff was in here, I feel like that's not bad, because I tend to talk forever on these things. So let me know if you have any opinions on any of these things. Hopefully I gave enough information, but if you have any questions, comments, whatever, I always love hearing from you guys. Please leave them below. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.